Hey, March of 21st in the Friday. Yippee, yippee, beep, 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 beep. Actually, that's kind of a bummer because I'm actually going to upload this much more later than its initial release because what do you know? I'm just somehow recording this right when it's 10 a.m. And yeah, that's just what leaves me like 40 minutes to really start the editing and that's no problem. The only problem is how much it renders, because let's be for real, if you know how video editing with Sony Vegas goes, that rendering shit is so fucking atrocious. It's not like you're even putting that much effort onto the editing anyway, but your system. It depends on your system, yes, and it's just, mine is just not that strong for the rendering to just be super short. But I hope that it doesn't become super long once I get this one started, but it took much fucking forever when I was like, editing these Sonic CD clips into just a coherent 9 minutes and 30 seconds, which still sucks because it's like I wanted to be exactly 10 minutes, but I just didn't record enough gameplay, and then for ones I just cut off is just the special stages shit, because who the fuck wants to watch special stages? Like, fucking come on, man. I fucking hate the special stages in CD. I mean, I prefer them over Sonic 2's, but they're fucking annoying. I don't like how hard it is to really tell if you're going to even hit those 2D ass flat fucking UFOs, and I just hate how they move around and shit, especially when it looks like they can just dodge you when you're right at them and shit. It's annoying. But I guess that's a part of the challenge. I mean, most special stages have to be challenging for that shit to just be so damn, Man, at least I will say this, that Sonic 3 special stages, oh man, those are the best, because straightforward, it's fun, and it's like really test out your reaction time more than the other games do, because I feel like the other games' reaction times are just so bullshit. Well, actually, when I mean by other two, I'm just talking about Sonic 2 and Sonic CD. But again, I guess that's not really, I guess you can't really say there's reaction time with CD, other than the fact that you just gotta know exactly when the UFOs follow in their path and when to get in their way and all that, and just hopefully you aimed right. But whatever, it's just... Then there's Sonic 1, which is just, well, there's no reaction time in that. You just have to like figure out which way to go, which way to move around in this weird ass space of just being stuck as a ball and just having to deal with the rotating camera. And my god, I don't know, it's not a bad special stage. It's not like fun though. It's like so boring. Just, it used to give me the creeps actually. Like as a kid, it's like it really made me so unsettled. Maybe because of the music, and maybe because of the background reminding me of like some sort of 90s webpage. Because for fuck's sake, it sure does. It still does to this day. It's just how dated it all looks. It's like the most 90s game I could ever imagine, and it just has the most 90s ass special stage that just, I remember just feeling so uncomfortable with just the music, just like at least what I was thinking at the time, and just how it gave me the vague sense of being in an antique shop run by a dying cancer patient that just has most of their antiques smell like old women perfume. Also, the cancer patient thing doesn't even like make sense. It's very specific. I guess I meant to say like I don't know, owned by an elderly person that's on the verge of death. At least a dying person, a dying person that owns an antique shop. Yeah, like that. They're not a young person though. Obviously not. But it just gives me that vague sense of just, that's how it feels like with that fucking stage. It just, it's an antique shop place you don't want to be in. This fucking old ass place with all the wood and with all the saturation that you see in those 90s photos, and all this maybe I'm thinking about the 70s actually, I don't know, like 90s is not that old, even though if it was like what, 40-ish years ago, I don't care. I just think it's just kind of funny how we're at that point in time where it is a really old ass era where people can just straight up call 90s retro. Give it a 5 more years, yes. But okay, just Wow. Chaotic CD definitely is a 90s game too, but I did like, or at least I still do like, how everything looks. Everything's so pretty to look at. Probably much better on a TV though, because of the way the screen pixels have been made to be sure that they capture the CRTs or whatever. Yeah, I know that's a bit of a meme with the whole gosh, gaming was better with CRTs, but it's like I can understand the argument a lot when you really notice the separation of like individual pixels and how everything is just very like pixelated in the background. But if you just if you just put them on a CRT, then those pixels that were separated would merge together to form into one whole picture, one whole color, one whole gradient, perhaps. That's why the waterfalls look transparent and lifelike. That's a fucking word? No, fuck that shit. At least the waterfalls look really like waterfalls in the CRTs and like how they would look in emulation. And you could probably just make that effect still real in like a new engine for Sonic 1 or Sonic 2, but it's like, oh, I mean, you got Mania for that actually, but yeah, just yeah, I mean, retro games being emulated where they just look too sharp, too, I guess, yeah, I mean, they're supposed to look accurate, but like, not from the TV, but from the way the game is designed. And well, it's okay. I don't really care much less. I mean, it does affect some way where if I'm playing like a GBA game, I wouldn't be really so entertained of playing an emulator because everything just looks so better when it's on the original resolution of its little fucking handheld thing. I mean, to each his own, it's just how it is. Maybe it's unfair because GBA emulation is so much better than like playing it handheld when it comes to like mechanics and also the things you can do that makes things so much easier. But at the same time, it's like everything looks so sharp, so screen crunch, so improper, I guess. Just that's just me, I guess. I'm pretty sure a lot of people can agree because opinions aren't really that unique. And opinions just always get contradicted with each other when it comes to like who you're talking to, because there's always someone that disagrees with you. Also, check this out. I just go to the future, right? And then I suddenly get trapped. Like, that's not even supposed to happen, but it just does, and it just sucks. It's just like I'm struggling here and just trying to find a way out. It's like being trapped in a social media prison, which I was supposed to talk about actually, but I don't want to. At least I'm not feeling like I want to, so I guess there goes my word of let's talk about it in the next episode. But yes, it just so happens to be the case that this is a beautiful ass game. Look how beautiful it looks. Compared to Knuckles Chaotix, which is, I mean, okay, well, I want to say it's a beautiful game. It probably is. I just didn't play much of it because, I mean, a lot of people do have problems with Knuckles Chaotix, but the ones I don't really see mentioned that often, which happens to be my number one reason why I don't like Knuckles Chaotix, is just it's fucking has the most boring ways to enter zones. It's like you can't select a zone, it's randomized. You just gotta do like a roulette thing, and it gets more or less chancy with the more zones you complete, which is just, I get the whole execution gives more people a surprise on level selection without having them to really pick the levels, but it's just, there's a reason why people allow players to pick levels and select levels, because nobody likes random or at least forced choices upon them, especially when it's levels, and most of the level designs are so goddamn boring in Knuckles Chaotix. Some can be so pretty, but then some could just look like straight up ass cheeks, and just you're stuck with it if you actually had that as randomized, or it's just the last level on the list. And well, you snooze, Jose, you just gotta play it, and you gotta love it, and you gotta enjoy it, and you gotta shit all over it because it just so happens to be a very memorable, impactful level to you. Not as much as this recording though, as is about to end. So guys, see you on the next one.